The GOAT is officially retired. Nick Saban announced that he was retiring from being the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a surreal day. It comes 12 hours basically before Bill Belichick and the Patriots announced that they are also parting ways. The two GOATs, I think the undisputed two GOATs of football. There's a couple of other, Bill Walsh, Don Shula in the NFL, but in terms of college football, I think it really is just Saban. It's just Saban, maybe Bear Bryant. There's a couple others I'm forgetting. But, for right now, for all intents and purposes, our two GOATs. I mean, it's who we grew up watching. They've absolutely dominated the football landscapes, their respective deals. And it's cool to kind of reflect back. But I kind of went a different way because I'm a psycho. I'm a weirdo. I like controversy. I like arguing just because I'm a contrarian. That's what I am. And what I have to say is I looked between the lines at Nick Saban's statements, his comments about why he's leaving. And I think that he is speaking to the world and that our college football world today is different than it's ever been. Something needs to change. He's obviously spoken to the fact that he wants to be at this. He wants to spearhead the change and kind of corral the transfer portal, NIL, all that stuff. What I got from it was Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs better count their lucky stars while he's still there, because I do think, Georgia fans, I think Kirby Smart is not on his way out. I want to preface this by saying y'all are probably going to win 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 more national championships. Y'all's dynasty is just beginning. But with that being said, it's not going to be 17 years like it was for Nick Saban and the Alabama faithful. It's not even going to be close, because the college football world today for a head coach is such a grueling task. It's 365 days a year, 24/7. You're not only constantly recruiting, but you're also just making sure that they're happy because of the portal, and the NIL just complicates that aspect of it. It's an absolutely grueling job, and Nick Saban, the GOAT, said it himself. I get it. He's 72. Kirby Smart's a much younger man, but Kirby Smart got into the game, meaning he was Georgia's head coach at a much younger age than Nick Saban was at Bama. So I think family is the main factor in all of this. This is what I'm saying, because Kirby Smart has said it before that, this job takes a toll on him, but it takes a toll on his family. He's a family man through and through. I think that, it's not going to be even close to 17 years for Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs. And the reason why he steps away is because of family. It's not because of a better job in college football. I'll tell you that right now. Georgia's his last stop, at least on the college football level. I know you feel a little bit different about another level, Chase.
Yeah, I mean, I do think he's going to dip his toes in the NFL pool at some point. It just makes too much sense. I do think you get bored just dominate, and maybe you don't, but and like you said, it's a grind. So maybe the days just pass and you don't even realize what's happening. But I do think, maybe there could be a break at some point. Maybe you win your 5th or 6th national title. Maybe you win 7. Maybe you try to topple, or 8, and try to top Saban, whatever he wants to do. But to me, I just think, coaches at every point want to conquer something new. And I don't think he wants to go to a different college team. This is an alma mater. Like you said, I don't think there's any other jobs that would even pique his interest. He's never going to go to another college team. And so I think, what's the next step if you want to do something different and take on a new challenge? I mean, these guys are competitors. These guys want to prove that they can win at every level. And someday someone's going to offer him. Maybe it's Jerry Jones in 5 or 10 years. Maybe it's Jerry Jones next year. And he says, hey, you want $30 million? And you're like, you know what? What else do I really have to prove here? And even if you do, you can always come back. Yeah, I'm for sure Georgia will welcome you with open arms, unless the guy comes in like Les Miles, unfortunately, and wins like a national championship. Georgia will be like, all right, see you, buddy. Like, you didn't get a Downey in 2 years. See it. So
it's not even the money, though. The NFL head coaching gig is a much less strenuous job than it is at college. So he'll spend more time with his family, his kids, his wife. So it is an important attribute. But my thing, he's going to step away sooner than Georgia fans think. It's not going to be in 5 years, but it's going to be less than, say, 10. I mark my words.
Yeah. Well, I think he's great for the sport, just like I thought Nick Saban was.
Don't want him to go. Don't want him to go.
It's always good to have a villain. It's always good to have a guy that's at the top of the mountain that you're trying to conquer, and that's what Kirby Smart in Georgia is right now. That wraps up our show for this evening. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be with you after the weekend.